Coming forward for the second time, this is Division 2 of the 4-year-old maiden, sponsored by Tattersalls Ireland, and Frohan Hill is the first to show. Tim Pat, Captain Monday, access granted, and My Immortal all racing close to the pace. They go out over the first of 15. Out of Liberty is next in the field, being followed by Gaelic Arc in company with the Dingy Young, and Fruit and Nut is the overall back marker. So going a better clip than they did in these early stages in Division 1 of the 4-year-old is Frohan Hill, who employed these similar tactics when most recently running at Monk's Grange a couple of weeks ago. Leads the field along at a good pace, races 3 or 4 lengths in front over Captain Monday in the second spot, who's racing a shade keenly in the white and red half sleeve or cap. They're being followed then in third position by Tim Pat, who races on the outside of access granted down the inner. And this front quartet are covered by about 6 lengths, and they're in turn 4 in front over My Immortal and Out of Liberty. After these races, Dingy Young and Gaelic Arc as they go out over fence number 2. Back marker remains a Fruit and Nut. So all 9 are safely out over the opening 2 fences. And as they take the left-handed bend, that is going to bring them in towards the home straight. They have to jump fence number 3, though, before they get it. And it is Frohan Hill, fitted with the noseband for Benny Walsh. Leads by 3 lengths to Captain Monday in the second spot as they close in on this third obstacle. Leader safely out over. Chance taken in the second spot by Captain Monday. No serious damage done there. Holds that second spot in front of access granted and Tim Pat. My Immortal races wide with Out of Liberty and Dingy Young. Gaelic Arc is towards the tail of the field in company with Fruit and Nut. This is fence number 4. First of 3 in the home straight. They head on now towards number 5, after which they will have completed their opening circuit in Division 2 of this 4-year-old maiden. And Frohan Hill showing the chasers a clean pair of heels. Has the advantage now by 5 or 6 lengths over Captain Monday, Tim Pat, My Immortal and access granted. A line of 3 horses for the 3rd, 4th and 5th positions. Being tracked by Out of Liberty with Dingy Young, Gaelic Art and Fruit and Nut, the green jacket, white sleeves at the tail of the field. Out over the next number 6, last of 3 in the home straight as they are about to get towards the end of the climb up the hill. They're out to race downhill into the back straight. It's still Frohan Hill has the advantage for Benny Walsh, going further clear now than he was at this point on the opening circuit over Captain Monday and Jordan Gainfort. Tim Pat and Barry O'Neill races on the outside of access granted and Harley Dunn. My Immortal and Jack Hendrick is next, being followed by Dingy Young and Jamie Scallon. After these races, the orange and white colours, Simon Kavanagh aboard as they head on their way down along the back straight. They're being followed then towards the back end of the field by Fruit and Nut as they continue to take their race on towards this next fence, and Frohan Hill going further clear of anything out over it. Captain Monday brushes way through the top of it. Access granted now is in 3rd position as that was number 7 they've cleared. After the front trio races, My Immortal, Dingy Young and Out of Liberty. Gaelic Art and Fruit and Nut continues to watch on pacey tactics being employed here. So climbing on their way towards the home straight, they head on towards number 8 and they're at the halfway point in Division 2 of this Tattersalls Ireland 4-year-old maiden. Leader Frohan Hill now upwards of 10 lengths clear over Captain Monday in the second spot. Fruit and Nut at the tail of the field, his first notable error in this contest as they straighten up towards number 9 with Frohan Hill still racing clear over the chasing 8. So Frohan Hill and Benny Walsh safely out over number 9. The next one they come to is 6 from the finish and racing a good way clear over the chasing 8, who are quite tightly grouped as they head on towards number 10. Leader safely out over Captain Monday and Tim Pat head the chasing group with My Immortal and access granted. Gaelic Arc is just making up a position or 2. Out of Liberty, orange jacket, white sleeves, has just lost position, is now at the tail of the field. Fruit and Nut in contrast making up positions, and it now sits in the 5th spot. So as they went out over the 5th last, it's still Frohan Hill who has the advantage. Out of Liberty, the first to receive reminders at the tail of the field, but that chasing group is very tightly grouped as they're out to take the downhill run into the back state. Frohan Hill 12 lengths clear over Captain Monday in the second spot. Fruit and Nut continuing to make that rapid progress in the Monbeg Syndicate colours. Now comes to the fore of the chasing group and is disputing the second spot, racing on the outside of Captain Monday, and this second and third running horses find themselves 3 then in front over Access Granted and Tim Pat, who have both lost position. My Immortal is next with Gaelic Arc. Dingy Young is next, and Out of Liberty is being eased and probably won't go much further. They head on the way towards the next. It's 4 from the finish. Frohan Hill out towards his left, if anything. Fruit and Nut wasn't foot perfect in the second spot, but is beginning to eat into the advantage of this leader, Frohan Hill. Access Granted, My Immortal. Captain Mundy drops back. So too does Tim Pat, Gaelic Arc, and Dingy Young is the last one still going, as pulling up before the fourth last was Out of Liberty. So Frohan Hill climbs on his way towards the third last. He's slowing into it slightly, and the advantage is down to just 2 lengths, because here comes My Immortal and Fruit and Nut. The 2 Doyle runners coming now to the 4. Access Granted is hard driven. They're being followed by Tim Pat, Gaelic Arc, Captain Mundy as they go out over the second last. All change up front as My Immortal and Jack Kendrick in the black jacket has come through. Fruit and Nut is in second as Frohan Hill. The long-time leader drops into third. Access Granted is in fourth. Out over the final fence, and My Immortal has the advantage by a length. Fruit and Nut is trying to rally late on, but it is going to be My Immortal and Jack Kendrick scores for the Cormac Doyle yard. Second position goes to Fruit and Nut. Frohan Hill is in third. Access Granted is in fourth. Dingy Young back in fifth. There was 4 lengths then to Tim Pat, 2 in front over Gaelic Arc and Captain Mundy.